The whole sitting out thing, it was tough for me. It was definitely new.
Speaking of Sosa, he had 3 sacks.
I love those stats, guys. Stud practice. Anyways, yeah.
Well, what'd you think of Sosa's day in his spring?
Sosa is so quick twitch. He's one of those physical specimens. I think that's why he was so highly ranked out of high school. And one thing you can tell, he's definitely stepped up more as a leader on that defense. It's been great to see, but he's an exciting player. It's going to be fun to see how he grows as a player throughout these years.
What was your take as an offensive lineman on the 3-4 installation?
Because the 3-4 initially younger in my career is more of a rarity to see. You see more of an under and over defense, 4-3. But a lot of people are making that switch, and I think it's because you get four. I mean, in the SEC, these linebackers and these D linemen are freaks. So you get 4 D linemen running around like freaks. It's a little tougher. And a 3-4 with the games and everything, defensive line run, it's a little more difficult. So I think the 3-4 is definitely going to help us. And you could tell towards the spring they got a lot better, a lot more comfortable with it. So I'm excited to see how that works out.
And what do you think of the offensive line progression throughout the spring?
A lot of big steps, especially in the run and the pass game. But the one thing we got to keep doing is we got to strain and we got to protect the passer. That's got to be the thing this summer that I'm going to make sure myself as a leader, we're just going to strain and we're going to emphasize that we got to protect the passer. Because here at the University of Arkansas, the one thing we don't want to be known for is giving up sacks. And we've done, if you look in the past years, not last year, but years before, we haven't given up many sacks. And that's what I want to get it back to, because it's not acceptable and it's not allowed here.
Welcome in. It's our Feel Good Friday here at On the Hill with Pat Jenkins Sports Talk Radio, brought to you live each and every day from 1 to 2, Monday through Friday on KDIV 98.7 FM. And if you're out and about, don't have a chance to ride around in your car and check out OTH, go always download our app. You can get it on Android or iPhone. Just go to the KDIV FM 98.7. Download that app and you can carry OTH out and about. We just came in with a little Frank Ragnow audio, senior, All-American, possible first-round draft choice coming out in next year's draft. But talked about just the defensive 3-4, the type of spring that sophomore sensation McTelvin Agim had. Also, just, Frank's a competitor, not wanting to sit out. It kind of got to him. When you hear stuff like that, Demetrius, and with the value that Frank Ragnow has for that offense, offensive line, and even more importantly, that entire offense. What, is there the competitiveness? Did that come out to you?
Definitely, I'm definitely seeing a different competitive edge from the entire team. I spoke on earlier last month about there was a little scrap fight at the spring practice, and I was telling you a D lineman had got into it with an offensive lineman, and you need that. You want that. You want to have dogs on your team. You want to have guys that
I like that, dogs.
Yeah, you gotta have dogs.
I like that.
You the one that always telling me the puppy gonna bite when he's little, he gonna bite when he's old. So I'm glad to see we got some dogs out there ready to compete, and it's fun competition. We were talking yesterday about just the chemistry and the brotherhood and that family environment and the atmosphere they're trying to build over there, and I really see it. But I do like that competitive edge that's coming out of the program.
The offensive linemen look even more agile, more, the movement. I know last year they looked a little bit overweight, and that's not a bad thing. But you think under Coach Anderson, they've kind of got the message. He wants you a little bit lean and even more mean. Is that what you're getting?
Definitely. I won't say they were overweight, but to me they were bulky.
Yeah.
They were very masculine and swollen in the upper chest area. And I like lean offensive linemen. I like offensive linemen that can bend those hips, that have good hip flexors, that can rotate those hips, that can get out and pull. And I feel like that was the part of our game that we got taken away. We only were straight directional blocking patterns. There weren't any kind of creativity when it came to that blocking scheme. There was a few guys that could pull, but we didn't get Yelta there where he could kind of do some of those different lineman techniques. But I do like the way I see these guys' bodies and kind of chiseling out. They look a lot more athletic and lean instead of that bulky, broad, masculine kind of look.
Now, let's zero in on Frank Ragnow. Is he one of the top 5 offensive linemen in this coming season in the SEC, in your opinion?
Definitely. You know, I can't speak across the country, but I will say he's definitely one of the top offensive linemen in the SEC. I do get a chance to watch a lot of those games, so I have seen a variety of games where Frank has had really good games. You know, I know a lot of scouts were there. That Florida game, we got a chance. You know, I spoke to a few scouts sitting up in the press box. They were speaking on Frank's play. So it's just good that, you know, that Arkansas is still getting that notoriety for, offensive linemen.
Well, we got a big-time show. Really excited for Feel Good Friday. As we're going to have next up, we promised him to you a couple of days ago, the Arkansas new transfer, Jalen Harris. He's going to be joining us momentarily in the 1:15 hour. And we're going to discuss Coach T.J. Cleveland, the players while he was on campus, and also Arkansas style of play, how that's going to best fit him after his year of having to sit out and joining the 2018-2019 campaign. Following that up, we're going to talk to the number one team's head coach in the AAU EYBL circuit in the 15 and under, Team Porter's Wings Elite. Antonio Buchanan is going to talk about EYBL, his team being ranked number one. And he's got three really big guys, big timers, Devontae Davis, Gerald Oaks, and Chris Moore. We're going to have Coach Buchanan break those guys down and talk about just the prospects. And last but not least, we're going to get his take on Arkansas